So 3 space.
No.
Okay, everybody, here's a fresh new attempt at Jeopardy for the Sega Genesis. Let's see how my luck goes here. Have some fun and win a bundle here and now. Oh yes, let's play. I'm ready to go. Let's play Jeopardy right now. I've got Daniel and Corey joining in the fun. Taking on Jody and Scott. Categories.
Here are the categories.
Law, bare facts, world capitals, English poetry, Wild West, and finally, the Bible. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Law for 100. An attorney named Schuster probably inspired this nickname for a dishonest lawyer. Scott. You fail. Miserably. Ouch. Jody. Oh, it's a shyster.
You are correct.
So she got it right. She gets on the board. Alright, law for 200. Justice is incidental to law and order, said this former FBI chief. Who is, J. Edgar Hoover?
You are correct.
Law for 300. Civil law in France and Louisiana is based on his code. Who is Napoleon?
You are correct.
Law for 400. Riparian rights pertain to the use of this substance. Scott. It is water.
You are correct.
The Bible for 100. Jesus catered a dinner for thousands with 7 loaves of bread and a few of these. What are fish?
You are correct.
Alright, the Bible for 200. Both Joseph in the Old Testament and Jesus in the New Testament were sold for this substance. What is silver?
You are correct.
Bible for 300. Daily double. I'll bet it all. He was a harp player as well as a giant killer. Who is David?
Hey, Corey?
You are correct.
Should I try piano DMing Alex to ask him to attach the game file and send it to me?
Yeah,
Up before
say
him.
harm in that. I don't know if he's on, but it doesn't hurt to try.
The 12 tribes of Israel were named for his sons. Who is Abraham?
Sorry?
No, not Abraham. It was... Oh, well. Scott doesn't know. And, Jody doesn't know. The right answer
No, the correct response?
was Jacob. I'll close out the category. The Last Supper was an observance of this Jewish holiday. What is Passover?
You are correct.
Alright. Let me go back to law for 500, please. The last name of the learned judge who sat on the federal bench longer than any other. Scott. Hand. Learned hand.
You are correct.
English poetry for 100. Alexander Pope wrote, "It springs eternal in the human breast." What is hope?
Okay, I just PM'd him.
You are correct.
English poetry for 200. Dryden wrote, "None but the brave deserves this." What is the fair?
You are correct.
English poetry for 300. Milton said this of those who only stand and wait. What is they also serve?
You are correct.
English poetry 400. Coleridge character who cries, "Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink." Who is the mariner, the ancient mariner?
You are correct.
English poetry for 500. Robert Browning said, "Do this along with me. The best is yet to be." What is grow old?
You are correct.
3,200. We move on. Fairfax for 100. In song, Davy Crockett was said to have killed him a bar when he was only this age. What is 3?
You are correct.
Fairfax for 200. The original Smokey the Bear became a popular attraction at this city's zoo. What is Washington, D.C.?
You are correct.
Fairfax for 300. The constellation Ursa Major, meaning the Great Bear, is better known by this name. What is the Big Dipper?
You are correct.
Fairfax for 400. They are the best swimmers of all bears. What are polar bears? 500, please. Name of the mascot few Americans got to see at the 1980 Olympics. Scott. Oh, Misha.
You are correct.
So, Scott got it right. We go on. World capitals for 100. Bulgaria's capital. It sounds like an Italian actress. What is Sofia?
You are correct.
World capitals for 200. Started as a trading post for the Roman Empire, it boasts St. Paul's Cathedral. What is London?
You are correct.
World capital for 300. As Peking is to the People's Republic of China, this is to the Republic of China. What is Beijing?
Sorry.
Oh, it's not Beijing? Huh. That's weird. Oh, it's Taipei. Oh.
You are correct.
But Taipei is the capital of Taiwan. Oh well. Let's go on. Wild West for 100. Last name of brothers Virgil, Morgan, and Wyatt, who fought at the OK Corral. What is Earp? And Earp rhymes with dirt. Speaking of which, Corey, appendicitis derp. Ew. Wild West 200. This markswoman was called Little Sure Shot. Who's Annie Oakley? There.
You are correct.
Wild West for 300. In 650,000 miles, the mail was only lost once. What is the Pony Express?
You are correct.
Wild West 400. It ran 2,000 miles from Independence, Missouri to Oregon City, Oregon. What is the Oregon Trail?
You are correct.
Wild West 500. One of its newspapers was appropriately called the Epitaph. What was Tombstone?
You are correct.
Okay. World capitals 400. City where you'd stand in line to buy gum in Goom. What is Moscow?
You are correct.
Now the last clue before we go to Double Jeopardy. Ugh. The largest capital in the Sahara Desert. What is Cairo?
You are
So at the end
correct.
of the Jeopardy round, I have $6,600. Scott has $900. Jody has no money. But let's see what happens as we get ready to start playing.
Double Jeopardy.
We'll double the dollar values, put 2 daily doubles on the board, and 6 brand new categories. Let's get to them. Categories are
You are the category.
green, which is in quotation marks, famous names, the 30s, starts with G, psychology, and finally, food. Something I can't live without. Alright, I get to start things off. I'd like to have green for 200. Permission to proceed. is a green light?
You are correct.
Green for 400, please. Where actors wait or first-time comedians on The Tonight Show try to keep their dinner down. What is a green room?
You are correct.
My video's just finished publishing, so I can go ahead and remove it. I'll have the $600 clue in green. Central Park's famous eating establishment. What is Tavern on the Green?
Alex.
Well, he might not be on yet, but he will respond. I give you my word on that.
You are correct.
There we go. Ooh, right there. Green for 800, please. To order these in a French restaurant, you ask for haricot vert, s'il vous plaît. What are green beans?
You are correct.
Green for 1,000. This 1970 book by Yale Law professor Charles Reich deals with the ideals of the new generation. Scott, what is the greening of America? That's correct.
You are correct.
So Scott goes up to 1,900, and we continue. Food for 200. Oh! Answer there is one of the 2 daily doubles, which I know he's going to wager $1,000. Here's the clue. Spicy, icy Spanish tomato soup. He does not know that it's gazpacho.
You know the correct response?
Gazpacho. Even I knew that one. It's alright. Starts with G for 200. First American to orbit the Earth in space. Who's John Glenn?
You are correct.
Could I do... starts with G for 400, please. Oscar is to music. Oscar is to acting as this is to music. Oscar is to acting as this is to music. What is a Grammy?
You are correct.
Starts with G for 600. Adolescent version of the cucumber. What is a gherkin?
You are correct.
Starts with G for 800. Away he'll schlep with his elephant Shep while Stella and Ursula sway in step. Who is George of the Jungle?
You are correct.
Starts with G for 1,000. This poisonous lizard is only found in the southwest U.S. What is the Gila monster?
You are correct.
Food for 400. Over $11,000 now as we continue. The other daily double. Wow. And you know what? I'll bet the farm. Term for pasta that remains firm to the teeth's touch. What is al dente?
You are correct.
Woo! Food for 600. Dish made of meat and pastry and named for Napoleon's nemesis. What is beef Wellington? Food for 800. The pouvoir in steak au pouvoir. What is pepper?
You are correct.
Food for 1,000. 24,600 is what I have at this point in the game. Oh, main dish ordered most often in American restaurants. What is fried chicken? Whoop, whoop.
You are correct.
Over $25,000 now. Okay. Famous names 200. Though people think she was John Rolfe's first wife, she was really his second. Who was Geronimo, Arapaho, Navajo, Pocahontas.
You are correct.
Famous names for 400. In 1917, the British royal family's name was changed to this by King George V. What is Windsor?
You are correct.
Yep. Let's have the $600 clue, please, in famous names. He became Indonesia's first president in 1945. Oh, it was Sukarno, my bad.
You are
Sukarno.
correct.
Psychology 200. A bad one is biting your fingernails. A good one is calling mom once a week. What is a habit?
You are correct.
Psychology for 400. This type of trait is the opposite of a dominant one. What is a recessive?
You are correct.
Psychology for 6. One who suffers from periods of depression alternating with periods of extreme excitement. What is a manic depressant? And where are your manners? If you belched.
I don't think I did.
Oh, okay, sorry, I thought you did. What is a manic depressive?
You are correct.
Psychology for 800. The common name for somnambulism. What is sleepwalking?
You are correct.
Psychology for 1,000. The ego resolves conflicts between this and the superego. What is the id?
You are correct.
Well done in psychology. 29,200. Let's go ahead and take famous names for 800. First names of the married couple executed for espionage in 1953. What are Ethel and Julius?
You are correct.
$30,000 now. Famous names for 1,000. Daughter of a Confederate captain, this founder of the Girl Scouts was deaf from age 26. Who is Juliet Gordon Lowe?
You are correct.
That just leaves one category. The 30s 200. In theater, Kaufman and Ferber's Dinner Time. What is 8 p.m.?
You are correct.
400. Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings novel that won the 1939 Pulitzer Prize. What is the yearling?
You are correct.
The 30s for 600. Winter Olympic champ in 32 who iced her success with movie stardom. Who is Sonia Heaney? It's going to put me over $32,000.
You are correct.
600. Or did I choose 600? 800, I mean, excuse me. India's great soul who became a fast unto death in 1932. I'm going to say who is Gandhi.
You are correct.
Now the last clue. Okay. In 1933, Joe Zangara killed Chicago's Mayor Cernak, but missed this main target. And Jody's going to try it. Will she be around for Final Jeopardy? No, she will not.
Sorry.
You fail. Oh, I think I might know.
Sorry.
Scott will drop to 500. I don't know the answer, so I'm just going to stay at $33,000.
No, the correct
It was
response.
Franklin D. Roosevelt, so it's a good thing I held back. Let's play Final Jeopardy, and it'll just be Scott and I, because Scott has 500, I have 33,000, Jody minus 1,000. Final Jeopardy category is rock and roll. Scott? I will not wager anything. Bernie Taupin's partner, he bought the soccer club he had followed as a child. I don't know.
No, the correct response.
Oh, Elton John. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know, but I didn't risk anything. Scott got it wrong. He bet it all. I got it wrong, and I wagered nothing. So my one game winning total is $33,000. And an all-new run for this game is in order. I'll see you all for that next video coming soon. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Law for 100. An attorney named Schuster probably inspired this nickname for a dishonest lawyer. Scott.
Sorry.
You fail.
Miserably.
Miserably. Ouch. Jody. Oh, it's a shyster.
You are correct.
So she got it right. She gets on the board. Alright, law for 200. Justice is incidental to law and order, said this former FBI chief. Who is, J. Edgar Hoover? It's a free space.
No.
Okay, everybody, here's a fresh new attempt at Jeopardy. The Bible for 100. of dinner for thousands with 7 loaves of bread and a few of these? What are fish?
You are correct.
Alright, the Bible for 200. Both Joseph in the Old Testament and Jesus in the New Testament were sold for this substance. What is silver?
You are correct.
Bible for 300. Daily double. I'll bet it all.
You are correct.
Law for 300. Civil law in France and Louisiana is based on his code. Who is Napoleon?
You are correct.
Law for 400. Riparian rights pertain to the use of this substance. Scott. It is water.
You are correct.
For the Sega Genesis. Let's see how my luck goes here. Have some fun and win a bundle here. And now, oh yes, let's play. I'm ready to go. Let's play Jeopardy right now. I've got Daniel and Corey joining in the fun. Taking on Jody and Scott. Categories.
Here are the categories.
Law, bare facts, world capitals, English poetry, Wild West, and finally, the Bible.